Peggy 16.
Fallen athlete Victor Stone is reborn as Cyborg, and he uses his high-tech abilities to fight for justice. Cyborg is a ranged marksman who excels at inflicting incredible amounts of damage in a very short time. He relies heavily on his basic attacks, and all of his abilities are used to augment his effectiveness at targeting and destroying his enemies. Victor's passive is cybernetic targeting. After several basic attacks, his next basic attack inflicts additional power damage based on a percentage of the target's maximum health. Tracer Shot fires a narrow beam of energy in a line that damages all enemies caught in the blast. It also applies a debuff to all enemies hit that increases Cyborg's chance to critically strike that target for a short duration. One of his best tools for guaranteeing kills is Charged Burst. Charged Burst releases a blast of electricity in a large area around him that slows all enemies hit for a short duration. Any enemies that are marked with a Tracer Shot debuff will have the slow dramatically increased and take a small amount of damage. Cascade allows Cyborg to supercharge himself, increasing his movement speed and attack speed for a short duration. If he hits any enemies who have the Tracer Shot debuff while Cascade is active, the duration of Cascade is increased by 1 second per basic attack, up to 8 additional seconds. Cyborg's ultimate is Plasma Cannon. Plasma Cannon is a devastating blast of plasma energy that inflicts high attack damage to all enemies in front of him. Plasma Cannon has a longer range than his basic attack and a much wider range than his Tracer Shot. Cyborg's high damage potential and fragile defensive make him excellently suited for laning alongside an enforcer or a support. Early game, grab a small amount of durability to help you from being pushed out of your lane, so that you can survive attacks when the enemy hits you back. He has most trouble against bruisers. Melee heroes who can quickly close the gap, hit Cyborg with a stun or a knockup can quickly defeat him. Since he relies on his teammates to protect him, catching him alone or isolating him in a teamfight should result in an easy kill against him. As the game progresses, continue to stack as much attack damage as you can muster, while gaining attack speed, critical strike, attack penetration, and also some lifesteal. Cyborg is designed for his basic attacks to blow the enemy to pieces, but he needs some hefty artifacts to be really effective. At higher levels, Tracer Shot will likely inflict less damage than his basic attack. Only use your Tracer Shot to mark a target and not as a primary tool for inflicting damage. Cascade's duration can be long enough for hit-and-run tactics. By activating Cascade just outside of your basic attack range, you can run into range and begin firing. If an enemy charges at you, hit them with a Tracer Shot, then trigger your Charged Burst to slow them down while you retreat to safety. Super Speed is highly recommended as a stolen power for keeping up with your enemies or getting out of a sticky situation quickly. Also try using Proximity Mine at your feet, bend space-time to quickly siege a new target, or X-ray vision to stay aware and kill stealthy targets. Outplay your technologically inferior enemies with Cyborg.